So this is Freedom's Witness again, and I have a host of things on my mind. It's been on there for weeks, and I just did a video with my friend Qing a few days ago, and it's on Facebook. We did it with Facebook Live in this closed group about dating, and which made me think again about a certain guy that I just can't stand. And I'm not normally that guy, but I know one of the things that we as black men need to do a better job of is we need to do a better job of mentoring other young black men, especially when our time is come and gone, especially when there are not enough black men in places of influence. And I feel like Steve Harvey got to go. Steve Harvey got to go. Like back in the day, first of all, Steve Harvey I'm funny. I'm a funny guy. Like I'm a comedian. Steve Harvey is not funny. Not on a good day, not on his best day, not ever. Steve Harvey is just not funny. Now, I admit that there have been some situations where he's happened to say some things that were funny, but Steve Harvey is not funny. I can't stand Steve Harvey. At one time, I watched a show on TV where he was a principal or some sort of a teacher, and he was actually kind of funny with that. But Steve Harvey, in my mind, his time has come and gone. And a couple of different reasons for that. First of all, if I can compare him to Oprah, I would say that Oprah lives forever because Oprah is about empowering other people. And if I'm wrong, please feel free to comment. But I have not seen any instances where Steve Harvey has empowered any other black man. Like he is one of the most well-known Uncle Toms out there. He's the most well-known comedian, wannabe. He's in every TV show. He's doing everything. And I just think his time is up. He needs to go find somebody else that represents the rest of us because I don't represent his views. And I don't really like what he says or what he does necessarily because it seems to like his words contradict what his actions are. Now, a lot of people say that he shouldn't be writing books about relationships because he cheated on his wife. And I'm like, a lot of men cheat and they learn lessons and they move on. So I'm not going to beat him up on that, even though I don't agree with it. I still think because he did cheat and he's such a public figure, he shouldn't be telling other women how to have relationships. So that's a whole nother story. I would love to get his book. I have a couple of them, read it and go point by point, but who has time for that? And I don't want to die anytime soon. But my main beef with Steve Harvey is just stop being so greedy. Like you got to be worth millions upon millions and millions of dollars. And there are a lot of other talented, better looking, younger artists and comedians out there that could use the boost up. Like I might be wrong. If I'm wrong, please help me with this because I just think it's time for him to mentor somebody else. I know for me, if I had all these shows and all these things going on and I would want to mentor somebody else. I'd want to be able to stand back and say, look, I helped this guy get up and continue that process. It's the same thing with Kevin Hart. Kevin Hart is no longer funny to me, yet he's become very commercialized. But what he needs to do is step in the background now, understand that you're really not that relevant anymore because in this actor space, comedian, Hollywood space, things, your relevancy doesn't last as long as, it doesn't last forever. So when you're a black man and you have that much power, you have that much money and economic power, the thing to do, I feel like, is to empower others. Find other amazing artists. I'm sure that there are young guys out there that are super duper funny, that tell amazing stories like Kevin Hart tells, and that's where he got his fame. Why not go get those folks and mentor them to be in a place of greatness like you were, and then kind of pay that forward. But to Steve Harvey, I say the same thing. I challenge you to go do something. Mentor somebody and make it less about yourself and mentor somebody else. Hey, man, call me. Mentor me. I'd love to be on TV because I think I got jokes all day, but ain't nobody hearing that. So, I'm not going to go crazy on that. It's just things that are in my mind that I feel like I need to get out there into the public, into the universe, because Steve Harvey just drives me crazy. And when I hear women out here, single women, talking about, oh, Steve Harvey said this, Steve Harvey said that, I'm like, okay, but Steve Harvey is worth millions and millions of dollars. He's living in a place that most of us don't get to live in. He can cheat on this one and get another fine one just the same because he got that money, but he's not helping our women and our men live in reality. And for that, it just drives me crazy. So Steve Harvey, go away. Find somebody else to mentor, to put them on a game show or help them learn how to write a book or get another perspective on love and marriage, because yours is not the only one and certainly is not the best one. I'm Freedom's Witness, and I'm out of this. Goodbye.